Hello! We're live, I think. Probably.
We're live?
Yes.
It's been so long.
It's been, I don't know, it's been in a void. How has your void been, Azure?
It was exciting. I tried to play Jedi Fallen Order, and I got my ass kicked.
Oh,
I got my ass kicked so hard that I don't want to play it anymore.
Well, we've learned new things. Stuff has happened. I've got these Albanese gummy bears. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's your Christmas.
Yeah. Merry fucking Christmas, guys.
It's over. We're not talking about it anymore.
Yep. Instead, we're going to talk about the new year instead. So what are your plans for the new year, Azure?
My plans are I'm finally gonna write that novel that I've been kicking around in my head for 20 years.
Really?
No. I say that, but I'm probably not.
Well, if you set about a period of the day to write a sentence every day, you'd get somewhere. Probably.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Would it be a coherent story? I'm not sure, but...
It's like I keep doing this sentence by sentence. I can't remember what I wrote 3 months ago. I set aside time to write the sentence. I didn't set aside time to reread the story.
Well, I tried. Anyway, so... Welcome to the Cherry Didn't Try to Think Too Hard on a Topic. Hello! Hello. Yes, welcome to the stream. Today we're just going to be talking about random stuff that's going on in the Type Moon universe right now because, as usual, Type Moon likes to announce a bunch of things and then we never hear from them again for years on end. Mm-hmm. And we're like, where the hell is that thing? As of this month, it's almost been officially a year since they last dropped anything new on Fate Extra Last Encore. Can you believe that? I can believe it!
Because we've been waiting for updates.
Yeah! It's almost been a year. Supposedly the last thing on Tamamo came out 11 months ago, but that's almost Lord. A year.
Has it really been that long?
Yes, it's really been that long!
Oh my god.
Yes, Type Moon is the most confusing thing. I'm gonna move you guys. I'm gonna move chat.
The chat has been moved. And now you're blocking my title stream.
Yeah. No, I didn't move them there. I need to move them again. No. Oh, that's the sound alerts. That's what that box is. No, I don't want them. I want the website to stay where it is. I want chat. Chat. You need to move with me. Chat, where are you?
You are not in your proper position. You are off your mark.
Yeah. Chat. Chat, you are not, why are you not moving? Oh, you're locked. You're the ones who are locked. Hello, there we go. We're gonna move you right into the middle so you can interrupt my slideshow whenever you feel like. Right there. There we go.
You're the star of the show.
We'll make you guys a little bigger so everybody can read you. So what do you think of the FGO Camelot movie? Well, it came out a while ago if you're Japanese people. I mean, if you're subtitle people.
It's definitely something that the two of us have seen. Just like we saw Heavensfield when it came out in Japan.
It's been a while since I watched it, so I can't really comment on it. So it's been a while.
I think the storyline in the game is good.
The game is It's basically the movies for FGO are just reworks of like the final two chapters of FGO. See, this is why I'm kind of like, I'm not kind of really into the anime version of FGO because they did like the first order and then they did the last two and that was it. So you're missing a lot of context for the well, from what I know, it's the latest Fate animation thing that I've seen come out. What? I feel like it came out a while ago, though.
When did it come out? Let's see.
And I'm like, Camelot definitely came out in Japan a while ago, didn't it?
Well, now I can't tell because
I know Babylon came out too, and Babylon is after Camelot, so unless they're animating out of order, which I wouldn't doubt. I think there might have been a second movie, and if that's what you're talking about. You know what? There might have been a new movie that came out from the apart from the OVA, and that might be what we're thinking of. Welcome to Fate. I fucking hate it sometimes.
Oh, actually, we could watch the first movie if we wanted to, because Aniplex have put out the movie on Blu-ray this past month. Although I think it's sub only.
Yeah, it was only sub only. For a while, you could watch the first 5 minutes or so in the app, the FGO game.
Yeah, it's a shame that they don't seem to be.
Which is just Bedafear moping around. That's the first 5 minutes
Yes.
of the movie.
Which, to be fair, is like the first 30 minutes of the game.
True.
Of that story arc in the game.
True.
It's just one giant text dump.
Yeah.
It's like you're reading a visual novel, but there's no character portraits. So it's like you're reading.
Yeah, you're reading. That's what it is.
Thrilling gameplay.
I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of more Fate stuff Fate / Type Moon stuff that has come out since Camelot. Compared to the game, they're so lame, haha. But
it wasn't Ufotable who did the anime.
No, it wasn't Ufotable who did these ones.
Well, that's your problem.
Probably because Ufotable was so busy working on Heaven's Feel for the last several years.
Yes. I feel like they're working on something else right now.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of the news that we have to share with you all. So, this is not Fate news, but it is Type Moon news, and we are getting a new anime from Ufotable about a specific character, let's just say.
I remember, oh god, oh yeah, that's right, I did send this to you. I did this. Yes, it's a character that I know nothing about.
Yes.
Just that she's kind of a badass, apparently.
So, Ufotable will be animating a visual novel that many people haven't seen over here because I think it's
not translated.
It never got, it never got translated. B, it's more of like a prequel to a series that has kind of gotten a new version of itself come out. So,
a new lease on life for that entire side of the franchise.
Yeah, a new lease on life. So, this is a prologue kind of to Tsukihime, mostly because this is a character who has like big importance in the storytelling. But actually, I wouldn't say that it's so Witch of the Holy Night is getting an anime. So this is about Aoko Aozaki. She is one of two big important characters in the Type Moon universe. She is the younger sister of Toko, who appears quite often in different series. But really,
Kara no Kyokai.
Yeah.
If you want to see her most prominently, go watch Kara no Kyokai.
Yeah. But how do I describe like what's like? I'm mostly excited to see this happen because I'm not too familiar with what was happening in Witches the Holy Night. I know some of the important plot points. I'm mostly excited to see it to know for sure if she got access to true magic or not, because it may have been a mistranslation.
That is a question that has been bothering fans for a long time.
Yeah. So I'll be able to actually watch it. It'll probably still be completely vague. Who knows with, how it goes. But the reason why these two characters, like Aoko in general is important to the series is because despite I say it's more like a prequel to Tsukihime, but Aoko actually has some importance to like the background to a lot of the series, so it could be like anywhere on the timeline, really.
She even shows up, she actually does show up in Extra.
Yeah, she does. She shows up in Extra. I think she's around doing the background, but like I said, this is why things are weird in the Type Moon universe, because there are alternate versions of characters who exist. For example, the Atlas chick from Melty Blood has a variation.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know who.
I can't remember what her name is right now, which is
Wasn't
sad.
She in Grand Order
which
recently?
is bad because she's a very important character in Grand Order right now. She has a different variation of herself in the Grand Order timeline.
Sion?
Yeah, Shion, I think it is. It's Sion, I think it's pronounced.
Yeah.
So, there are a lot of Tsukihime characters that reappear in Type Moon. Like, for example, I believe CL was the one who gave Shiro his red coat for his archer self.
The subject of Toko, isn't she the one who gave him his body?
I think so. I think Toko did give him his body, too.
His new body.
Yes, his new body. I believe that she was responsible for that new body that he got. So, the Ozaki siblings, Shion, a lot of these characters usually play importance. In fact, in Extra, Shion's sister was the one who made, she's the one who made Ronnie. Yes. So.
What?
The
what do you mean?
the,
What do you mean she...
the homunculus girl.
Oh.
She's the one who made her.
Oh, Ronnie!
Yes.
I thought you meant like Lil Ronnie.
No, Ronnie. Rani.
She made her into a cannibal?
No, she made the homunculus girl.
I don't know. I think making a cannibal would be far more exciting for a story beat. Whoops! I accidentally made a cannibal.
Whoops.
What you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? So Witch of the Holy Night, getting an anime. It's gonna have some important stuff, I'm sure. Can't wait to see what Ufotable does.
I'm hoping they give it the Kara no Kyokai treatment, where it's a series of movies.
Yeah, I too am hoping it's a series of movies. I mean, if it's at least a 12-episode anime, I think I'll be fine with that too. I don't think
it's not gonna be it's not gonna be a TV anime.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
It's like, we've got the Kara no Kyokai's movies. There's no excuse for doing this poorly from now on.
Yeah. What I kind of think is, if it only gets one movie, I think it should be fine. I think Witch of the Holy Night isn't a long visual novel, but I might be wrong. I don't think it is, though. I think it's on the short... Well, when I say not long, I mean it's on the short end for Type Moon standards.
That's a very big qualifier.
Yeah, there's a big, because we've known a couple of speed readers. We can tell you for a fact, it takes you It takes you, like, what, 4 days to get through Fate Stay Night on one read. And when we made, like, 4 days, we mean actually reading the entirety of each route.
Yeah, like, literally, like, 96 hours in total.
Yes, literally 96 hours it takes you to read the entirety of Fate Stay Night.
And that's just if you're reading constantly.
Yep.
If you're like me, it's going to take you several years.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's the other thing. So that was that news. Other news is it sounds like the Fate Arcade is starting to wrap up its story. They've released several new characters, one being Stripper Gilgamesh. Ha ha ha! Ha!
AUO cast off.
AUO cast off indeed. I think he's being possessed by something, but I'm not entirely sure. Because, you know, this is Gilgamesh, and why wouldn't he be wearing a stripper outfit? Usually he likes to wear nothing at all. Anyway, so there's like Stripper Gilgamesh. We've gotten larva version of what? Damn it! Why can't I think of her name all of a sudden?
Altera?
No. You see the girl on the right, Gilgamesh, the half-naked king. Yes.
Oh, you're talking about Tiamat.
Yeah, Tiamat larva has been dropped. Yeah, yep, the half-naked king. I think he's possessed by something here, but
well, hey, at least she's got more clothes on than her original version.
Yeah, so
she's got more clothes. Like, obviously, she's a lolly character, but she's got more clothes on than the other lolly characters.
The thing is, she evolves to have boobs.
Is that how it works with girls?
I guess so.
Know. I don't have boobs.
I guess so. Each form, she gets bigger boobies as she goes along. So. But yeah, Tiamat larva. I assume they're now, for certain characters, they're now making use of the larva naming scheme. Because that's what, Titan
because
Altera.
you couldn't use Lily.
Yeah, no, we can't use Lily for this. That's
it's
silly.
Completely different, but exactly the same.
Pretty lame for this guy to be made into a skin rather than just a gill face. Well, I mean, he's not really... I don't know what to explain to it because I think it's just someone who's possessing him. He's still the caster class, so I don't think they were gonna make a brand new character for
ignoring the fact that Gilgamesh being on your side was like the coolest thing about like the Babylon chapter in the original.
But nope, Babylon is the end. The end for the arcade version, and haha.
Surprise! It was Nero all.
Surprise! Nero was behind this one. She's the enemy you've got to beat because she's a beast. Because actually, the arcade is taking place in order this entire time. Ooh.
It's like I know you're not going to get this, but I have to say it because it's the same thing. They looked at the Star Trek Coda novel series and said, "We can top that.
Probably.
We can rewrite 10 years worth of canon."
Well, it's taking place in its own time space bubble, so I don't think
it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, so I don't think it's interacting with the actual canon of the MOBA. So. But anyway, yay,
it was
Nero.
just a really, really bad event.
Yay, Nero's a lolly. Didn't want. This is not what I wanted.
It's not what I wanted from Whore of Babylon.
This is not what I wanted from this version of Nero.
It's like who wanted? It's like who thinks Whore of Babylon and goes lolly Nero? Who
does that?
I don't know. I don't want to know, actually.
I bet it was not so asshole.
You fucked up.
It's fucking turning girls into lollies fetish. What the hell? It happens too fucking often, because my other point of news is the fact that they decided to add a spoiler character into the Melty Blood arcade. Yeah, this is not where I expected to see you know, that bathing suit make a reoccurrence.
Doesn't she wear that bathing suit in her summer version?
No.
It's been a while.
This is the CCC string bikini. Remember?
I know. I thought that was the one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now that I remember, it's like, yeah, her FGO bathing suit is much more modest.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that it's still a bikini.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We are putting this up here to ensure that we are not arrested by the FBI.
Why? Why? There's nothing to see here. I don't know why she's drinking from the grail. I don't know how this happened. What the fuck? Why? Why? Why?
Can you tell we're not fans of this development?
Why? God damn it, arcade. God fucking damn it. So anyway, in Melty Blood, they've added a new character, which is the spoiler to the CL route, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Because, speaking of lollies, they did it again. So, search up True Ancestors.
I've got it.
Noelle.
This is a lolly?
It's becoming a trend. Well, well, look up Noelle's original form.
Is it... How do you spell that?
Noel. It's right there.
So it is.
Smack, 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 smack.
Okay, yeah, okay, so yeah, she looks like she's like, maybe like 13 or 14.
Yeah, she's been bumped back to 12 years old. So, welcome.
Why?
Hello, time for me to reveal the spoilers of this character, because, you know, everybody's like, what the frick happened to this girl? When and why is she, what the fuck? Okay, so.
She smoked one marijuana, and this is what happened.
Yeah, so anyway, Noelle is a new character that was added into Tsukihime to flesh out Ciel's route, because they completely redid that route. So Noelle is somebody whose whole family was killed by the dead apostles. She gets bitten by a dead apostle in the route.
Sounds like she and Karitsugu have a lot in common.
Yeah, so she freaks out about it. She tries to get some help to get it to stop. Surprise, the person she goes to actually injects her with a bunch of venom and speeds up the process, which then causes her to revert into a true ancestor. According to the wiki of the reason why she becomes 12 when she becomes a true ancestor is because she was 12 when her family was murdered, and that's when she stopped maturing mentally. So that is bullshit, and that is not right.
Yeah, so this is a brand new character that was introduced specifically in the remake.
Yes, this is a brand new character. Along with a couple of the dead apostles that are in the fighting game now are also characters that kind of existed but never got to see the light of day previously, because, you know, the routes were kind of just the same route over and over again with slight variations in the original Tsukihime. So a lot of stuff was rewritten for, like, Noelle's route, as we see. But hey, DLC is gonna come, and Noelle may be one of those romantical DLCs, because why the fuck not? More money, says Natsu. We're never gonna see the ending of this We're never gonna see the ending of this goddamn...
She actually looks like an adult here in this picture.
Yeah, because she's a teacher in the
oh,
game.
Wow, yeah, so, like, yeah, you're taking... Well, first off, I'm noticing she's got the dead mom hair.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a good sign.
Which of these routes is there a canon one? Yes! All of the routes are canon. All the routes are canon.
Yes, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Because all possibilities exist in the Nasuverse.
Mm. That could be our topic for tonight. Hey, let's talk about how all routes are canon. Let's go.
We need to acknowledge this, though.
Yeah.
Basically, the idea of the multiverse is that for every single possibility that there could be out there, there's a universe in which that single possibility happens.
Mm-hmm.
So that means, like, out there in the infinite number of infinite number of universes, there is a timeline where someone's fan fiction is 100% accurate.
That is true. Someone's fan fiction is 100% true.
That is so wrong.
It is. But hey, that's what happened with the Aprilia. That was fan fiction before Natsu decided to make it canon. So, remember guys, if you believe hard enough, anything can come true.
You too can start flame wars on the internet.
You too can make very questionable things happen.
We gotta be careful about this because we both know people who defend that.
Yep. Well, the thing is that I don't mind Aprilia. I just wish it didn't have fan service, because if it didn't have fan service, it'd be fine. Or at least if the fan service was... See, the problem is that the manga...
The anime should not exist.
Yeah, the anime should not exist. The manga actually has, you know, what I like to call brain-dead fan service, as you can just kind of tone it out because everything is covered by text boxes and accurately placed poses. The anime went well beyond what was actually in the manga, which is kind of gross. Like, the manga was tame, but it's probably just because you could go through it faster, but I don't know. They drag out a lot of scenes that are like 3 panels in the manga, so...
Well, you gotta think, like, who's gonna spend, like, $40 or, like, $80 on a Blu-ray of this kind of stuff? It's like they're going for a specific clientele.
But anyway, so yeah, let's talk about
Apologies to people who like Aprilia.
So let's talk about the multiverse then, since we can talk about a quickity topic.
Oh boy, I love that something far less complicated than Aprilia.
Yeah, something far less. Let's talk about the multiverse. Okay, so the way that the multiverse works in the Type Moon universe is that there is this dude called Selrich, and he is observing every contingency that happens. So, everything he reads and watches from wherever the fuck he is, the kaleidoscope. By the way, that's what the multiverse is called, by the way, the kaleidoscope. Haha, because, you know, when you look into a kaleidoscope, things get wonky. Huh?
Evidently we got new artwork of him, because this is from the Type Moon wiki that I just found.
We should get new art of him. He's important in Tsukihime. He's two of Arkawade's dads. He's one of Arkawade's dads.
Wait, is he one of Arkawade's dads, or is he two of Arkawade's dads?
He's one of Arkawade's dads.
It sounded like you said he's two of Arkawade's dads.
Well, she's one of 2. I said he's one of 2 of her dads.
Oh, one of 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember if this is... I don't know if this is from the visual novel itself, or if it's some kind of reference artwork.
I think it's from the...
This is official.
Yeah. This is official artwork.
This is them chilling out on the moon.
They're not the moon. The moon's in the background.
Oh. For some reason, I always thought they were on the moon in the scene. It didn't occur to me that, oh yeah, the moon's in the fucking background and you can see it clearly.
But yeah, he is basically Zeldred's
He is
job.
a silver fox.
Yeah, basically Zeldred's job is more or less is to watch over everything to make sure that the multiple future theory sort of stays intact. There's actually kind of like multiple like things in the Type Moon universe that keep a tabs on the multiverse. For example, Chaldea is one of them. The Moon Cell is another one. So, like, there are several things in the Type Moon universe keeping tabs of, hey, there are multiple universes. We gotta pick the best option and solution to make sure a majority of them keep working. Haha, ooh woo. Yeah, because, didn't you know, only so many different multiple different universes can exist at the same time at once. So, ultimately the Type Moon universe is hurling towards its ultimate end.
Yay, entropy!
Because even time has a limited amount.
Ah, yes, time, a finite resource.
Yes, in the Type Moon universe, time is a finite resource. That's why the Grand Orders happened, actually. That's why we were hurling to flame death and FGO, because they were making parallel universes that should not exist and should have been pruned off of the time tree. But, oh no.
You don't get to exist. That's kind of horrible.
Yeah, it is. That's another reason why the Lost Belt situation is another. Basically, it's a bit different because the way they got control over things is that they actually created actual functioning parallel universes, and we're like, well, now we have to kill this functioning universe and all the people in it.
they just figure it out. They just figured out how to create a functional universe.
Yep.
That easy thing.
Yeah, that easy thing. Well, it's the Beast or whatever that's doing it. The one that took over Olga Marie's body, so... Yeah. Anyway, that's fun. Who else doesn't want to be responsible for killing an entire parallel universe? Woo! I mean, it's not like we have an option. If we don't, our universe dies, so...
Have they invited...
Oh, Azure?
Like, they need to get Gilgamesh in on there. Mm-hmm. Like, he loves genocide.
Well, I guess so. But yeah, multiverse theory, there you go. There's your easy thing to understand. I could talk more about it, but do you really want me to?
You want to is the question.
Do I want to? Do I want to enter the complicated cavalcade that is the multiverse theory, that it constantly shifts and changes, especially if you go by the extra universe, for example? Even though things that happen now do not happen. Like, for example, with Xstella and Xstella 0.5. Because according to them, that is not Xstella 2. It's just Xstella 0.5.
Get an Xstella 2 down the line. I wouldn't mind getting an Xstella 2.
I think there's a plan to make an Xstella 2 in the future, but for now... They do
have to make extra first.
They do have to do that.
We established at the beginning, there's been some delay on that.
Yeah, probably because of COVID.
Probably.
But I assume they're full on with the task of that series.
It's like Tsukihime and Multi-Blood are both out now. There's no excuse.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that Tsukihime is still a work in progress.
Yeah, I guess that's...
I'm hoping that the script is completely done for extra. Because if not, that could be what's holding up, because Natsu is also in charge of the extra universe, like, overseeing that lore, because he was he was more directly involved in the writing for that one. So I'm hoping the script for that is at least done, because if not, it might take some time. Natsu is not a punctual writer. Let's be honest here.
How much would they have to change it though? I mean,
well, I don't freaking know. That's the thing with every time there is a remake of something. Natsu never just does things. Like he never does an HDMI port of a game.
HDMI.
Yeah, I almost said HDMI. He never just does a port of something. He goes and redoes the story. You know this, Azure. I know this.
We need to like take him and George Lucas and we need to put them in a box and say, stop fucking with your past works.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can you tell that we're a little frustrated that we haven't gotten any new extra content recently?
Well, it doesn't help that.
Can you tell, audience?
It doesn't help that Grand Order is taking its sweet ass time to. Oh, by the way, I think they just killed Tamamo Veach in JP.
Oh, cool.
They turned her into an egg.
They Majin Buu'd her,
they turned her to an egg and they sent her to another universe. I think that's what happened anyway.
That's how Majin Buu kills someone in the final saga of Dragon Ball. Do you like eggs? At the same time, it's like, oh wow, poor Tamamo Veach. I could not care. I could care more, I guess, but I'm not going to.
Well, I don't think it's helping that. I don't know if this was an event or if it was like another in-between Lost Belt, because they did one in-betweener after we beat up Kirishita over there.
You think, I'm guessing that COVID is the reason why they have slowed down on Lost Belt as well.
Oh yeah, totally. That's the reason why they've slowed down and things are taking forever. Tamamo Veach.
Tamamo Veach is Tamamo for people who are masochists. Basically. She's the Tamamo that fulfills the masochism fetish.
Mm-hmm.
What if Tamamo was Russian? Or dressed like a Russian? I never really cared for her.
Whoop.
Hello?
No, I'm trying to. I don't really know anything. Drop her. Let's see if I can. Nope, can't drop her beach for it. She has a different form for almost every Lost Belt you go into. But anyway, we did an episode on Tamamo Mai. You can go back through my archives and we can explain stuff. But anyway, she turns into a beast recently. Oh dear lord, it's terrifying! Is that what a nine-tailed fox looks like in its true form? I'm horrified.
It's so edgy. It looks edgy.
I'm scared.
What's with the eyes?
Oh no, that's not what I was looking at. Oh, her. Yeah, all I know is she's very mysterious. Not really. She's not really mysterious. But I guess that's just because I've been around her for a while longer. She's mostly just doing whatever the frick pleases her. She's she's beast. She's beast number 4, I believe.
Like, I type in beast form, this is the only thing I get.
Go to the Type Moon wiki and look at Tamovich. Or Tamovich Koyanshaka. And then scroll down to the bottom. She's the left side of Beast 4.
So does that mean she's related to Foe?
I don't know what Foe is. Foe 4? I thought Foe was like 5 or 6 or something.
No, that's why he's called Foe. Because it's supposed to be 4.
Well,
okay, well, it does say she is part of 4.
She is, yes, she is a part of 4, and she is...
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this thing?
I don't know, that's the thing. She's... I think what it means is that... I think what it means is that she's Beast 4 from an alternate dimension, because Tamama was more or less isekai'd here. So...
Here she is. This is her beast form. It's like there's a few different animals stuck in there.
Didn't pop up on my end.
Well, no, I posted the picture of her with a gun and said that was her beast form.
Oh.
I was making a joke. Stop ruining my jokes. 8 breasts.
Uh-huh. Is that what a nine-tailed fox looks like in its true form? I don't want to know. Because I'm scared.
Like a conglomerate of every animal in existence.
But yeah, Tamamovich, she's more or less a main antagonist in the latest part of FGO. You'll see her again in the upcoming Lost Belts. Well, at least in the next Lost Belt. The story has slowed down exponentially, so we're like 1 Lost Belt away now from the last Lost Belt. But, like I said, according to them, that means, oh, we're about 2/3 done with the story. So, why did I put my phone down? Oh well. Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, Tamamovich is dead. I haven't seen that picture of her death put up anywhere yet. It's a very pretty Arkawada picture. So I'm waiting for that to come up online. Because it's nice. Arkawada does nice art. It's very nice. Everybody's like, what's beautiful about a death scene? Have you ever seen Arkawada's art? It's beautiful.
If you haven't, I recommend you look up the CGs for Fate Stella.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. But yeah. I don't know what else.
There's some ugly looking beasts in fucking Lost Belt.
Yeah, because they're beasts. Ha. I don't know what else to say now though.
Not much going on right now.
Yeah, not much going on in the Fate universe because
things have slowed down.
Things have slowed down. We're basically waiting for FGO kind of to wrap up on the JP side, I feel. Because I think they want to make a new mobile game after they're done with FGO. But, you know, they got a lot of shit story left to tell there. And they can't just end it. A lot of people dumped a lot of shit money into that game.
They're gonna be pissed if they can't get their PNG waifus.
Yeah. So that's gonna take a while to do that. I feel like it's getting close to ending, but I don't know for sure because they'll probably pull a freaking left turn out of here and then it'll probably be like 3 more chapters before it's done. But anyway, the problem is... So I think...
You finished the last spell, but now there's an 8th chapter that you have to finish like the last time.
Yeah. See, the problem is, from what I feel, is the problem... I think Natsu is doing a lot of the writing right now. Because from what I understand is, at least for, like, the English Lost Belt, he wrote pretty much 90% of it. So, if Natsu's writing FGO... if he's probably rewriting Extra, like I think he's doing, and he's also writing Tsukihime, that's 3 projects he's working on, more or less, at the same time. And with his writing, with how long it takes him to write stuff, I don't trust him.
Yeah.
So I think that's also another thing that's what's slowing down a lot of the progress, is that has like his attention is diverted between several projects at the same time. So, you know, we've got that to deal with. And yeah, this was just mostly an episode of TMI for me to just talk about the random state that Type Moon is in right now. I didn't really want to... The
takeaway is we're really excited for the Moonlight Witch or whatever it's called.
Yeah, we're really excited for Moonlight Witch because at least that's something like coherent
Holy
and
Night.
physical-ish.
Witch on the Holy Night.
Witch of the Holy Night is like something that we've seen just pop up. So, problem is now we're not going to hear about it for a few years until they're ready to release it, because that's a common trend with Type Moon. Let's give you a tidbit of what we've got so far, and then we won't show anything else for years on end, and then we'll just randomly release the game when you least expect it.
It's like, yeah, we're going to announce that we're going to announce Heaven's Feel is going to be a movie in, like, what was it, 2013?
Yep.
And then it's like 2017, it's like, here's the movie.
Pretty much. That's exactly what happened. So
or 2018. Like, I'm pretty, like...
Yeah. So, the most we can expect for Witch of the Holy Night is that maybe in a month or so, they may release a trailer. And then that will be all you'll get until the movie comes out.
Well, there's a video already attached to it. Let me see.
Is there a trailer somewhere secretly in there?
I don't know. I need to go back. I need to go into our DMs because that's where I have the link to it.
Because what they gave us so far was not a trailer. It was a still PNG.
It's probably just a PNG. It's a 30-second trailer with a bunch of... Oh, there's animation in there, but it's just a single... It's a single scene. It's basically the promo art. It's just animated.
Yeah.
It's like they took the promo art and they made a GIF out of it.
They put it into live 2D and they moved it around a little bit.
Well, no, I mean, it is actually animated, but it's just like, there's nothing of significance there.
Yeah, there's nothing there. They haven't made a real trailer yet.
Yes, good. Ufotable still knows how to animate.
It's good. The audit that they went through to repay their taxes hasn't killed.
I think their president went to jail for like a year.
They're okay. They're fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Nothing to see here behind the curtain.
Oh, he hasn't gone to jail yet, but they are prosecuting him. They're looking for 2 years.
Yeah, see, here's the thing about Japanese... So here's the thing about Japanese prosecution, guys. Mm-hmm. Nothing happens unless they know they've got stuff on you and they can put you in jail.
Mm-hmm. And at the same time, it's tax evasion.
Yeah.
There are worse crimes.
There are worse crimes.
It's like you don't feel bad about supporting Ufotable.
Yeah, don't feel bad about it. It's not a big deal, guys. Mm-hmm. It's not like he did anything horrendous. It's, I bet, honestly, what happened, I bet he was trying to figure out how to, like, run the studio, and probably, in general, forgot to pay the tax.
I mean, related note, they announced a new, like, Rurouni Kenshin anime, and it's just, like, if you go on Anime News Network, it's like the article has like 100 comments on it. It's like, I'm staying as far away from that as possible. I do not want to see what people are saying in there.
Yeah, guys, you can just pirate it. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Like, chill.
Like when Toy Animation like fucks over a YouTuber. It's okay to pirate.
Yep, it's okay to pirate, guys. Look, that's how I watch all of my Toei Animation stuff, because how else am I going to watch Precure?
You know, it's kind of funny, because I was watching the new Digimon show with a friend, and, like, because Crunchyroll does not have a fucking view party function, because, like, you know, it's 2021, and every other platform except Crunchyroll has, like, a view party function. It's, like, I can't, like, stream it with them on Discord, so I have to, like, get the episode by, like, yo ho 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 means.
Yo ho ho ho.
And it's like, at first, it's like, you know, I'm feeling kind of bad about this, because it's like, I want to support this. But then the whole totally not Mark situation happened. It's like, no, fuck Toei. I'm perfectly okay with torrenting this anime now.
It's fine. I honestly, in general, I don't like the way Toei Animation practices. It's always been a point of contention with them, even back in the earlier days. That's why the whole fucking Team 4 Star getting their channel taken down several times is been...
I mean, like, I'm guessing you don't follow them anymore, but, like, they were saying, like, the totally not Mark situation is, like, part of the reason why they stopped doing DBZA.
Oh, no, I had a hunch that was, like, another reason why they probably put off as long as they did with announcing that, no, we're not gonna continue with the DBZA abridged going forward. I wish they were a little more honest with it, but I understand why they couldn't really say anything about it, because they didn't want to get their channel taken down, probably, if they said something.
Well, I feel like there probably was an honest attempt to continue things, but just, like, there was so much bullshit going along. And, like, YouTube has not gotten any better.
No, YouTube has not gotten any better. I mean,
anything,
I guess...
It's funny, it's because, like, a few years ago they announced that change. It's like, oh, we're not going to let third parties, like, claim your videos and then claim the money, like, automatically. It's like, we're going to hold on to the money until the thing gets resolved. But now we're just going to give companies, like, free range to, like, claim everything without, like, any, like, backlash. Without any consequence.
Like, see, the problem is that what they don't understand is that reviews are fair use. That's always been a thing. I don't understand why the fuck it's always been a pain in the ass to, like, do anything related to anything.
Well, my understanding is that Japan does not really have a fair use clause. And, like, of course, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Because, like, you know, like, I've seen some lawyers talk about this. It's like sometimes it depends on, like, where the video is uploaded. Sometimes it depends on, like, the country of origin and all that shit. But, like, in this instance with YouTube, it's like there is definitely a fair use thing.
Yeah, there's definitely fair use. So, I don't know, like, how to describe... So, Japan has a different set of fair use clauses for some stuff. That example, that's how doujinshi is able to be made and people are able to make money off of it, etc., etc. I don't see, like, I'm more aware of our American laws because, you know, I was trained in this. Fair use for us here in America, if it's part of education, if you're not making money off of it, or
if it is transformative.
If it's transformative, you're able to do it. Like, for example, this PowerPoint's a transformative piece, more or less. So, and especially since we're educating you guys on it,
it's not necessarily a good transformation, but it is a transformation.
Yeah. Is transformative if it's like a review, etc., etc. Comedy also actually falls into the fair use clause as well. The problem is that sometimes it can fall into a gray area. For example, with the Bridge series, because they are using the original animation and stuff, it is seen as not really in fair use, but however, you know, they're able to get around it by saying it's for non-profit. So that's how, you know, you can get around doing parodies of stuff like that. But anyway, the things that usually end up not falling into fair use more so than, like, the animation itself or the, in general, the characters themselves, is the music and the recording. That is, like, a main thing that you have never been able to get around, even in America. Basically, the audio is always a part of contention, which is very annoying, because everything automatically gets copyrighted.
Like they've built, like, the system around, like, audio, like, identification.
Yeah. So that's a pain in the fucking ass. And basically it's mostly big record companies that cause the issue more than anything. I'm sure there are some YouTubers also out there who abuse it as well, but more or less I hear there are some people who do their best to try to keep their stuff open so that the people on, like, Twitch and stuff like that don't get flagged. For example, like, I was on another person's stream about a day ago. I was talking to someone about how Jonathan Young, who does, like, covers and stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
Jonathan Young, he's a very good singer, very
YouTuber.
talented.
Definitely go check him out.
Definitely check out his stuff. He does English anime openings and other covers. Yeah, but he lets people stream his songs on Twitch for free. Someone who said, he's like, yeah, I contacted him, and he said it was okay for me to have his stuff going on Twitch. Yep. Yes, it is very hard for people who are trying to get into content creation and they want to, like, do certain specific things. That was an issue for us when we were trying to do an abridged series. My stuff was up for a bit, but recently, in the past couple months or so, my almost all of my abridged episodes have been taken down, which is hilarious because they've been up there for a few years. So
it's like they finally got around to it.
Yeah, they finally got around to taking.
It's like there's a lot there. It's like I guess it always seems to be, like, Sony Music that's copyrighting this stuff. So let's just assume, like, Sony Music has, like, this hit list, and it's like this, like, it's like going out the door with how long it is, and they finally get to the bottom. At the bottom, it just says, like, UBW abridged.
Yep.
And they just, like, cross it off.
Yep, they just crossed me off, and they got me off. It's Sony Music always getting in the way, and I'm like, well, I can't take out the music. That parts of the music are important for the theme, for the ambience, because, you know, I have to. When I abridge something, I want to keep the spirit of the, even though I'm telling jokes and stuff, I want to keep the spirit of the stuff, the thing. Like, Azure knows for sure when I wrote the Ilya death episode, I did not mess around. I still kept it relatively sad, even though there were some jokes in there.
Well, I mean, like, that's just like all the Good Abridged series do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so...
It's like there's no... It's like in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, there's no jokes about Krillin dying.
Yeah.
Or there's no jokes about, like, 16 dying.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing funny about this part. A small child just died and was brutally murdered in front of us. What is funny about this?
What we think is a small child.
Yeah, what we think is a small child. Of course, if everybody watched Fate Zero, they would know for a fact that she's not a small child. But anyway,
I mean, is she technically a small child though? Because I mean, like, yeah, she's like 19, but at the same time, it's like her body has not aged.
Mm. Who knows?
It's like one of those. It's like, again, I know you've not played Rewrite, but it's like.
It's one of those weird clauses.
We have to apply that to make Rewrite less creepy.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those weird clauses where it's awkward to try to talk about it to explain because, surprise guys, fictional characters are not bound by the laws of nature in real life. So.
It's like, honestly, I don't understand why she had to be a little kid, or why she had to look like a little kid to begin with. I mean, like, is that just like Shiro's like desire to save everyone kind of thing kicking in?
I don't know. That's a Natsu thing, you know.
I mean, like,
because
this
I would like to remind everything. Irisfeel, Ilya's mother, did not live to be as old as Ilya was.
No, she was like 5 years old when she gave birth.
Yeah, she was like 5 when she had Ilya.
And at the same time, it's like, are we allowed to pick and choose? Because like it's like we're saying that one is okay, but the other's not.
Yeah, so it's hard.
Thank you, Nasu, for making this confusing.
And we know he did it on purpose. We did it on purpose to.
Like I was gonna say, like this shit was in prototype.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This was baked into like the crust from day one.
Yep. And for everybody who doesn't know who the lolly is in Prototype, it's Ayaka's older sister.
Mm-hmm.
Who, for
you
some...
know, like the main character of the only Prototype novel that we actually do have.
Who somehow is getting possessed by Satan? Maybe.
Oh, cool.
I think that's what happened with her. I'm not sure. It's confusing. I don't really understand what's happening in Prototype because there isn't really any good English adaptation versions available of it because it's a novel and not a manga or anything. So, welcome to the things I can't read because it's a novel in Japan. Anyway, thank you for the random...
We need Bryce Pattenbook, who's the English voice actor for Shiro, to do like an audio book of like the Fate stuff. Mm-hmm. Because that seems to be what they're doing now. Is like they're bringing in voice actors who voice these characters to read the like light novels as they come out in America. Like Lisa Ortiz is gonna do the Slayers novels.
Awesome.
Actually, I think they did get Bryce Patton, whatever his name is, like because he's also Kirito to do the Sword Art Online audiobook.
Yay, Sword Art Online. Does that?
It's okay. It's okay. We're getting Slayers. It's fine. It's Slayers. It's worth it if we get Slayers out of it.
I kind of still feel bad that Slayers, Slayers alternate universe or whatever thing didn't happen. I was into that because that was a sci-fi.
Yeah. Lost Universe.
It never finished.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, you got one. I guess he did a few novels, and you had the one anime, but that was it. But at the same time, like it's part of the Slayers universe.
Yeah, isn't he like Lena Universe's great grandson or something like that?
It's not that. Like it is like an alternate universe, but it's like there's a god. There's like a god in Slayers who is also a god in this alternate universe. It's basically like the creator of Slayer is trying to do Type Moon.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? I think this actually came first. So I guess you could say that this is that Type Moon copied him.
Probably.
Probably?
They probably got the idea, more or less, of a multiverse from that, because this was probably one of the first times it was attempted.
This was mid-90s.
Yeah, this was probably one of the first times that it was attempted in Japanese media. I mean, other than maybe Clamp.
Not true. Mm-hmm. Because Arale shows up in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but that takes place on the same Earth.
I mean, I guess it does.
Arale takes place on the same Earth. It's been confirmed. That's why dinosaurs exist. And did you know about that plot point?
What are you talking about?
Dr. Slump opened a portal to the prehistoric era and brought dinosaurs back onto that planet.
Oh,
and
I did not know about that.
That's why dinosaurs exist in the Dragon Ball universe. There you go. There's random lore with Jerry.
That feels like... I thought I was the Dragon Ball expert. I don't know too much about Dr. Slump. I need to read it.
It's a comedy.
Actually, they recently put out like an anthology of like all of Toriyama's like early manga works. And like I sold a bunch of old stuff to like a secondhand store and I bought it there. So it's currently sitting on my desk. I need to read it.
Whoa, Arale. She's probably what was the main inspiration to go with androids for that arc.
Maybe.
Because she's technically... I mean, technically they're cyborgs, but anyway, she's the first android to exist.
I mean, she's in Dragon Ball, but the question is like, did she die when Boo blew up the planet?
No, probably not.
Did Dr. Slump die?
They were probably in some sort of time-space bubble, don't worry.
They probably were, that makes it, because then she shows up in Super.
Yeah.
Which, it's sanctioned by Toriyama, but that doesn't mean it's canon.
Arale cannot age, she is an android.
Yeah, no. And she's as strong as Super Saiyan God Goku.
Yep.
But she's not stronger than Beerus.
Nope. She is an android. And she was created to be super strong because it was an accident, because she is infused with an angel's power. I don't know. I don't know enough about Dr. Slump to give you the true answers on that.
I need to read it. I really do.
Yeah. Anyway, Dr. Slump. It's in the same world as Dragon Ball. It's 100% canon.
It is 100% the prequel.
Yeah.
There is actually a good dub line in Dragon Ball Super in that Arale episode where Vegeta is fighting her, and it's like in the Japanese version it's like clearly I'm fighting a gag manga character, but in the English version it's like oh great, I'm fighting a manga character from the mid-80s. It's like I can appreciate you doing your research on that.
Anyway, now we're completely off topic, and I think that's time to end the stream.
We brought it. We had enough to get us through the hour.
Yay!
You said it was random stuff. It didn't just mean random Type Moon stuff.
Yeah.
Tonight we discussed Holy Witch on Holy Night.
Witch on Holy
We discussed
Night.
Copyright. We discussed the nuances of copyright.
Yeah, we discussed the nuances of copyright.
We talked about Nasu's weird fascination with lolly characters.
Yep. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you could stop by.
So we're not doing this tomorrow, but we are doing it Saturday, right?
I don't know. I think I have a collab on Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure what time that is. Haha. I got invited to a New Year's collab. Which is kind of why I'm a little rearranging things. I'm thinking we might do... Because turns out my cousin got COVID for the third time. So, I guess bowling's not happening now. So.
That's fine because I wasn't invited.
Yeah.
It's not bowling if I don't get to go.
So I'm thinking.
I actually did bowl. I actually did bowl in a league.
Yeah. So I was thinking of if instead we could probably just play Pokemon or Star Wars or something until midnight instead. Because New Year's, haha. Or not. We may not make it that far. We are old people.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's not like I am off of work until Tuesday.
Mm. So that could be fun to do instead.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind playing Pokemon until midnight tomorrow.
Yeah. We can see if Galahad survives, or if the artwork I requested gets drawn, or not. If so, then it'll be very sad if Galahad dies.
It's gonna be great. It's like in the notations. It's like the artwork's gonna be hanging in the museum, and then in the notations it has to say posthumously, or whatever it is.
But yeah. So I guess we'll raid someone.
Cool.
Cool.
I like raid.
Cool beans.
Raid Shadow Legends?
Raid Shadow Legends.
I do not believe it. They're getting celebrities to advertise that now. I think that they had what's his name?
They had
the guy from Jurassic Park.
The Bloom guy, I think his name is.
Goldblum?
Jeff Bloom? I don't know.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, Jeff Goldblum.
He was doing an advertisement. It was so weird.
Jeff Goldblum also did Jurassic World with Jesse Cox on YouTube. It was weird, and I'm like, what the fucking timeline am I in right now?
Well, I mean, I think that he actually is, he actually does voice work in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was the game, right?
Yeah, it was the game. And I'm like, what fucking timeline? Anyway, let's raid Mystia. She's playing Jackbox. Have fun, guys. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We'll see you tomorrow if I don't end up bluing anything. Bye-bye.